Yearning for Subnautica 2? Forever Skies may be your fix for now. Hello Space Monkey, you're watching Space Crazy. Welcome to the channel and to our review of Forever Skies. My name is Serta and I will be your host for this video. While I belong to the minority who enjoyed Subnautica Below Zero, I'm of course quite eager to play Subnautica 2 whenever it comes out. But while that keeps us waiting, and good things come to those who wait, we can all get our fix with Forever Skies, which brings some of the mechanics of Subnautica but changes things around, and all in all is a very interesting take on the survive, explore and build genre. The first change is that you will always have your base with you, as one of the first things you do after landing is find the blip, which, while small, brings you from place to place. But what are you doing here, and where is here? Let's go step by step. The Earth has been destroyed by wars. What is left of humanity survived in a space base in orbit, but the inhabitants of that base, you included, are endangered by a virus called the Grey Plague that is killing what is left of humankind one by one. You are sent to Earth to put the pieces together of what those before you found out and find a cure for the virus. Your pot is sent to Earth and there you need to find everything needed to survive, build a better airship and of course to cure the Grey Plague. All that while fighting the elements, the Earth's fauna which has adapted to the new hostile environment, extreme heights, hunger,
risk of starvation,
thirst,
risk of dehydration,
exhaustion,
fatigue, resting recommended,
and at some point the Grey Plague itself. You will do this by flying from one heightened platform to the next, collecting materials, blueprints, lore and other information and expanding your flying base. All in the name of survival and in the name of a cure for the Grey Plague. Will you be able to do all of that, and will your airship look cool when you finish with it? As you can already see, while this game's not Subnautica, the little you find of water you will need yourself and have to regularly filter and clean up to be able to drink it, it has some connections in the game mechanics. For those of us who've played enough of these survival games, nothing new, but it's presented in a way that keeps it fresh while not losing the familiarity. Part of the pull of the game resides in the gorgeous graphics, part of it is the chill pace the game sets up from the beginning. Some things happen only when you reach a certain point in the game, with the triggers well chosen in my opinion. Nothing is rushed and you can move along at a comfortable pace. At least as long as you play at the easiest level, as I normally do the first time around I play a game. You can make things much more difficult for you. Don't worry. Also, I did not find the game unfair at any point. If I died or was hurt, it was because I clearly did things wrong. The game can be difficult, it can be exasperating for all the right reasons, but as I said, it's never unfair. Like in Subnautica, you quickly get the hunger for expanding your base, partly because you need it to have space for all the good things you find and build in your travel, and partly because you want to have a cool looking and feeling base, as you did in Subnautica, Planet Crafter, Empyrean and all the other ones. But you've got to be careful, as there are limits to your build. Everything you build weighs something and there's only so much your ship can carry around. Of course, you can also enhance the balloon, therefore being able to carry more, but the resources for doing that are limited. I haven't done much base building yet because I wanted to get as far as possible before releasing this video, but you can bet that as soon as I finished the video, I'm refurbishing the whole ship. Oh yes, oh for sure. Another thing Forever Skies has in common with Subnautica is that it builds up a great atmosphere. I already talked about the great graphics, but also the sound design is excellent, fitting and sometimes even spooky. The computer voice sounds like the same actress as in Subnautica. Anybody know if I'm right? Let me know in the comments.
resting recommended.
The story progresses nicely, and while it nudges you here and there, you can take your time to move along as you did in Subnautica while working on a subquest of your own devising, some upgrade you want to make to your ship or whatever else comes to mind. Forever Skies is flexible and malleable enough. It's clear the devs of Forever Skies analyzed Subnautica well and took from it and other survival games the right lessons to implement and make this game interesting and fun to play, even play repeatedly. And this game will remind you of Subnautica because of the mix between interesting and well set up biomes, the good pacing getting you set up, the atmosphere with all the sound design, and of course the mechanics of hunger and thirst, to which the developers have added sleep and exhaustion as well as the virus. And I want to very much applaud the devs for letting us save and quit in the pause menu, something I don't encounter too often anymore in games, seems like a forgotten art or something. Another thing Forever Skies has that Subnautica didn't is that you can play it co-op with up to 3 more players, 4 in total. While we didn't have the time to organize a co-op session until we made the video, from what I've seen it's as fun as in other games like for example Planet Crafter. Wonder if each player can build their own ship and then race against each other. But I digress. Like it happened to me with Subnautica and happens with all good games, I found myself giving me 5 minutes more of gameplay and realizing after half an hour that I really was needed somewhere else half an hour ago. And make no mistake, Forever Skies is a good game, one that will keep you occupied for a long while and in my opinion completely worth the almost €30 it costs. If you're a fan of survival games and even more if you played Subnautica until you knew every fish by its name, Forever Skies is a fantastic new entry to this genre which I can recommend wholeheartedly. Now excuse me, but there's a juicy moth that just finished boiling. Yummy!
A flying